everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Wizard of Legend. We unlocked, I mean, I don't know if it's the final Arcana, but it was called, like, Final Annihilation. Throws out an orb of primal chaos that erases the first enemy hit from existence. Enemies that cannot be erased will take heavy damage instead. Hold up a second. Obviously, you can't be erased. What happens if you got more than... Oh my god! It seems like the right thing to do would be to use this as not our signature, but let's use it as a signature, because it'll be fun. And then we'll random 3 times to get our other ones. Random 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. You guys remember that song? Probably not. Came out in like 1943. 3 integers between 1 and 40, please. We'll start at water this time. 15, 39, 23. 15, starting at water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Haven't had it in a while. 39, this is a tough one. It's like, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 33, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Airburst every friggin' time. 23 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I went too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 23. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Oh! You know what? I'll meet you in the middle. We just had Distortion Beam. Let's go back with Phantom Brigade. 2 reasons. 1, I think it's better. Genuinely. And then the other one... Ooh. Good enough. And let's try the Conqueror's Cloak. Because I've seen it show up a few times in game, but I've never had it myself. There we go. All mages and summoners have their spells limited. Only 1 Conqueror item can be in effect at a time. Sure, so mages are extremely annoying. I'm happy to see this. Not going to do a random run. And we'll get good to go here. Run, you know, I mean, these 2 Arcana seem awesome. Obviously. We'll see what the cooldown is on our final Annihilation. Oh my god. It's like 7 seconds, so it's actually fairly long. But the fact that it just erased that enemy from existence is hilarious. Just leaves them as a pile of gold. Yeah, this'll work. The problem will become if it doesn't actually suck... Well, I mean, it obviously won't suck bosses out of existence. But it could be worse if it just does, like, a little bit of damage to them. That'd be even worse. Don't remember what even that does, but it might be good. Tears of Midas. Gain gold when taking damage. Not that big of a fan, but Analytical Module is, like, more crit chance. So I will definitely take that. Yeah. I mean, crits seem like one of the most... I hate puns. I just want you to know that. They seem like one of the most important statistics that you could possibly have on any given run. One might suggest that critical hits themselves are critical to your success. There you go. Have I thoroughly killed the pun yet? I certainly hope so. I got poisoned. Get out of here. I'm taking a little bit more damage than I'd like to early, and I relish any opportunity to say that because it helps take the cognitive load off of myself personally for, you know, having to come up with unique commentary, because it's a very reusable sentence. That took a little bit more damage than I like to right there. It's very flexible, because I tend to have that happen on almost every single run. Goodbye. I love when they get transmuted into gold and HP. But we'll recover. I really, really like the setup that we've got going on here. I'd like to build Signature faster and more consistently, but I'm very happy with where we're at, obviously. The other thing I should point out, we do extra damage to any enemies that are in the same vicinity as the enemy that gets sucked into the black hole. So we would definitely like to try to make that like an AoE almost, if possible. Shouldn't have tried it. Dude, the signature is taking 101,000 Earth years. One day we'll build a signature. It's destined and guaranteed to happen. I don't really want to buy the... I don't really want to buy the Earth Ring. I think it's okay at best. Now, okay does not... It's not like secret for bad, you know? The Arcana don't have feelings. I don't mind... Ooh, calcifying bone mail. Increases armor for a short duration after taking damage. I don't mind insulting an Arcana when it deserves it. You know what? Go ahead. You took Phantom Brigade yet again. What else could we possibly expect? I mean, I'm the one who's coming up here and doing it. I want upgraded Phantom Brigade. Earthquake Axe. I also am okay with it, to be real with you. You know what? We probably will come back here and buy something. Give me an upgraded Terra Ring. Terra Ring, feed my thrill. I got beaten by weather. You guys like Pavement? Specifically their 1999 final album that has the song End Carrot Rope on it. That's a musical DAE. Doesn't happen all that often. Does the Terra Ring stun? If the Terra Ring stuns, I'm a little bit more on board, one might say. Oh, didn't stun that guy. So far, here's the thing. Oh, you are a fool and an idiot. We should be good enough at this game that even though, you know, we lost what I would definitely consider to be a top quality Arcana for the second time in a row, we should be good enough at this game to not be in danger, at the very least on our first couple of floors. And we're not in danger. We're just veering in the direction of danger. There's plenty of time to recover from that. That was extreme. Hey! Okay, so that... Sometimes you just get comboed to Christ in this game. Get out of here with those projectiles. There we go. So I'm not sweating it, but I am, at the very least, mildly embarrassed. You almost had me. I gave you a chance to hit me. You missed, and so I banished you. That's what happens. You get banished. Oh, so if we could charge up, I don't even think it's going to be that strong. But if we could consistently, or more easily at least, charge up the, the signature, that would be hilarious. Because every enemy that gets touched by it gets sent to the friggin' Shadow Realm. Even just the default Q does some pretty okay work. I mean, you're seeing it. We have very poor combo potential right now. Now, the boss fight was still very easy. That's because it's the first floor. But what about these mittens? Prevents freeze. Dude, I don't think that's worth a slot. How many times do you get frozen on the average run? Not too friggin' often, is all I'm going to say about that. Some of the items in this game, they do kind of give off, in my opinion, and this is like the rudest thing I'll ever say about any game, especially one, oh my god, what have I done here? Especially one that I like, but some of the items in this game do give off the appearance of being like, well, this is a status effect, so, you know, we gotta have as many items as possible. Let's make sure to have an item that deals with every status effect. Some of the items are, some of the relics, I should say, are world-changing. Some of them are just like... And it's true in Isaac as well, but some of them are just useless, man. Now, maybe I'll feel differently when I head down to Freeze Town. Maybe by having the inability to get frozen. You know what? Absolutely, I will do this. You know why I like this? Well, actually, I'm a fool. Why I thought I liked it is because I would have enough gold to buy HP, but that's obviously not the case. We don't need to go to our Arcana shop. What are we going to do with it? Can't afford any Arcana anyway. Anyway. All my troubles seem so far away. I'm gonna hit you with this right off the bat. Get annihilated. Turns out it does not work on council bosses, so that's a bummer. The real problem with this run, and it is a long way to recover from this. It isn't. Oh, wow, we're actually like in way more trouble than I would have thought. We don't have a good way to deal combo damage. Like, we have to interrupt our combo to throw axes. That's like our third best attack. The inability to string together a coherent combo, actually a pretty major problem because it's making the signature nearly impossible to generate. So, hoping for a good Arcana here. I don't dislike it. Volt Pinball is just fine. It's not really another attack you really mix into the system, but that's okay. We're back at how much? 174? Probably we would prioritize buying HP. I think that that's just about the most sensible idea I've ever had. You're still alive? How did you get on that side? I mean, that was a little dirty move there. I saw the enemy. Don't freak out. Check it. Tried to dash through the wall. It's not a chaos dash. Not that it's really that big of a deal either way. You dropped a basic Arcana of all the things. I'm highly embarrassed by my performance so far, but just think about it this way. It's just going to be that much sweeter when we end up pulling off the W. It's always more satisfying when you pull it out of the doldrums. You know, sure, winning's cool, but have you ever tried praising the Lord? Okay, this is good, because I was just going to say, I don't know if I want to fight the boss. He got sucked into the ether. I didn't know you could do it to golems, too. That makes this substantially better. I'm embarrassed with our performance, but again, it's only going to get sweeter when we Hey, you are in a room that you should not be in, mister. This is not where you're supposed to be. A room of books for a man of knowledge. And yet here you are with a bow and arrow, thinking you're Katniss Everdeen. I don't think so. We actually made it work. Oh, thank God. Necessary. Gives us more gold. I'm going for it. I'm going for it early. This is probably the last floor on which a Glove of Midas could even work. I'm also thinking, you know, I know it'll never happen, but I'm like, maybe there's a transformation that turns you into Midas. Isaac has ruined me for other games. Anytime I get two items that have a common word. Maybe there's a... No, there's no transfer... But maybe if I pick up two of the Boots of Agility and the Gloves of Steadfastness, I become like a Virtue Knight. No, you don't become a Virtue Knight. You just bought two bad items hoping they'd be more than the sum of their parts. Hello. Just... Yep, walked right into it. I'll level with you. Many things we could have done to mitigate that situation. We did not do them. I mean, you can see the game plan for yourself right now. It's a lot of throwing an axe up into the air and watching it do some damage when it comes down. This should work. Okay, a little HP would be very useful. No relic, but that's okay. I think an upgraded basic is insanely high priority right now. Our basic... Oh, beautiful. Can I just evaporate you? You gotta try, right? No evaporation. Here's what you do. Just don't accidentally... There we go. Walk into the portal. That's my upgraded basic, isn't it? No, it's Flame Breath. I think I'd rather... Or Exploding Fireball, whatever. I think I'd rather have that than Terra Ring. You know what? I think I'd rather have it than the axes. 88% of the way through the floor. We're going to go back to blue. We still have an Arcana shop. Again, buying help. Buying an upgraded basic would make me very pleased. I took Exploding Fireball over the axes because the axes do more damage, but they're very slow to get out there. Not my favorite shop of all time. Do we have anything better in our room back here? It's like wind damage. Don't remember. Don't remember. I think it does something on taking damage. Honestly, to go down to the next floor with 200 gold, despite buying 2 relics, is pretty good. Well, a relic and a potion, which is pretty cheap, but I'll take it as a blessing for our current situation. So, get sucked into the Shadow Realm, please. A little tankier than I'd like. You know what? I think half of the problem I'm having with this run right now is just remembering that this is how the game is played when you don't have extremely overpowered Chaos Arcana. So it's definitely more delicate than our last run. I certainly, like... Did I hit at least? I can't tell. I certainly do not think that as compared to the last run, we have like a substantial chance of success. But the last one was a guaranteed win. I really thought... You're going to think this is idiocy. By the way, we just got so much gold for getting hit by that that it almost felt like the right decision, even though it was completely unintentional. But the fact that the last run... I mean, it was the easiest win of all time. Just because this run looks bad, and is definitely worse than our last one, doesn't mean it can't get to that point eventually. That's a good one. Sorry to tell you, you're a terrible salesman. You should not be running a shop if you think that fuzzy mittens are a good item. I sold them on the ice level. Now, truth be told, I don't know what I'm talking about. I would never open a store in this game, though. That's the thing. Because I've established many times over, I don't know what good relics are. Go ahead, go ahead. We're missing some game-changing relics. There's no doubt about that. Last run, we went to more curse shops. There haven't been any so far. Okay. And as a result of going to more curse shops, we really did find ourselves in a position where if we took damage, it was very punishing. But if we didn't take damage, we just got substantial bonuses, particularly with respect to crits. As long as that got you, that's the only thing I was worried about. Okay. So coming back to life, I mean, we have so much money, right? This is fire and lightning damage. That also seems very tempting. Receive more damage from water and earth. I should always remember that that actually is a thing. Get out of here, you jerks. I got you right where I want you. We do want to buy the healing potion. Ah, I thought we were going to get hit there. If we buy the heal and do well against the boss, I think we've kind of reset ourselves and we're in a nice spot for the remainder of the game, ideally at least. You hit me. I don't know why I'm so offended. But you did. Don't deny it. Ah. Thank God. We have so many, like, distance creating arcana. Basically, everything at our disposal creates distance. So we'll go buy the potion. We have exactly enough gold for it. It's a long trip. If only they invented something like portals that could take us where we wanted to go. 358, so we're going to be at almost full HP for the boss fight. Again, we have no need to go to our Arcana shop because there's no chance for us to get this much gold anyway unless we want to throw ourselves in a pit to buy something. Doubtful. Sorry, just hydrating. Been recording a lot. You gotta keep that throat lubricated. You might be saying, don't say lubricated, I find that word gross. Well, the other opportunity was moist. The other one was slick. So they're all bad. From your standpoint, at least. That went decently well. Still like a long way off, apparently, from our signature ever gaining traction, but... Oh, we just got one. Never mind. Just run. We evaded. Now I feel really happy I sold the freezing artifact. A tornado, huh? Does send enemies away from us, but so does everything else at our disposal. It might be better than Volt Pinball, but I don't know. We get extra fire and lightning damage. I don't know how much, but we might as well, in my opinion, take advantage of that. We could replace Terra Ring with Whirling Tornado, but I believe in general, Earth Arcana do more damage than Wind Arcana? Am I making that? I mean, the axes are doing 60 each, which is basically the only reason I'm assuming that that's the case in the first place. Doesn't this... Wait, you can't charge signature, but everything else does damage? Signature charge rate and decay are increased dramatically, but charge signature damage is reduced. So we charge a lot faster. The other one I was thinking is you get the Alchemist Crystal, which you love because we already have 124 gems. We don't need gems for anything else. All of our unlocks are already done. So to get more gold is way more useful, but this could be cool as well. I'm not at all worried about reduced damage. Just to be able to generate more signatures in situations where there's a lot of combat would be nice. So we have extra lightning damage. I would advise against buying that right now because it just becomes... that was dumb. It's more damage for one single Arcana, aka, who cares? That pains me a great deal. But I do love that you owned your friend by knocking him into the drink, so more power to you there. What is this? Rainbows. Amazing. Incredible. So, obviously, unless these rainbows are doing damage, I'll be dropping these off as soon as we get enough relics to justify. I don't know, they might increase movement speed. Holds up Spork. I am to Penguin of Doom. I love rainbows, etc., etc. Hey! How many times have we fought counter rogue here? Dude never ends. Stop him. Stop him. He's healing. Just be cool. Just be cool. He missed. And by he, I mean me. Oh my god, we actually managed to sneak an attack in there. That felt right. Temporarily. Ooh. Charming teddy bear. Has a chance to charm enemies when taking damage. I don't know why I thought this was a head and a respawn last time. Clearly, I do not know what I'm talking about. This is a floor where I'd really, really, really like to buy Arcana. I am not worried about more relics. If you want to hook me up, more power to you. My current perspective is absolutely that we are way underpowered on the Arcana front. I knew it. Just shy of the signature. We just need an attack that does more hits. I think I'm going to leave. And I'm going to head down to the next floor. And then the next floor is the final floor as far as Arcana go. So it might be my best interest to find, help me, an upgraded basic. And I'm not going to be too friggin' picky. Fire would be nice, but is not a prerequisite. I'd be very upset if I had taken damage there. We're going to have to buy the heal as well. But that's, you know, we have so much gold generation. Not a huge problem. Every time. If I miss the enemy that I shot the Q at, we're taking damage. 100%. Now, that's not me saying I shouldn't, because we shouldn't miss in the first place. But I'm just saying we're getting punished a lot for what I would essentially say amounts to laziness. I have to buy the heal. I don't really care if we buy it first or second. Now, I'm going to save the rest of our money for now, because I actually think that buying 2 Arcana is probably my next best option here. Alright, genius level plays, walking back and forth. How is an enemy supposed to know what to do when they get hit with the genius level walking back and forth strategy? They can't. There's nothing you can do. It's the greatest strategy ever put in any video game ever. Hey, stop this. I walked right into it. But hey, we're getting gold on every tick of fire. That tick of fire, that tick of fire. I deliberately took damage to fire. My health got low, but my gold went higher. I am getting... I know I just learned this word yesterday in a video game context. I'm getting punished like crazy. Should watch more Box streams. You're gonna take an Arcana? Go ahead. Go ahead. You took a Fireball? Doesn't bother me. We'll put our upgraded Tornado on there instead. Does it send the enemies away? Or does it bring them close? Receive a discount whenever you purchase potion. So it did matter whether we bought it first or second, is what you're saying to me. Yeah, it sends them away. That's unfortunate. Because I was thinking we could use our our right click and our E in conjunction with one another. We cannot. They're destructive. So if we don't like our Arcana, I think we should replace either our right click or our E with almost anything. And again, it's not really that we don't like them. It's just that we have ones that already do exactly the same thing. You hit me, huh? I don't know why I bother doing... well, it's our upgraded basic. Frost Feint, Wind Flurry. I'd really like to replace some of our other ones. We know we're going to be able to get some from the boss. The attacking on the right click is so much faster. We actually built a signature against 2 enemies. Something that has not happened before in the history of mankind. Next step, we go back to our... well, let's go back to our boss fight, which is going to be down here, almost certainly. Then we'll go to our relic shop, and we might as well, like, get rid of this. What comes next? Something we had this last time. Let's go for Sundial. Has a chance that Arcana will not go on cooldown after use. Good enough to keep, I think. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Knight, no thank you! You're dead. The fact that we're taking any damage here is an embarrassment. Okay. Just get out of here. I would rather not have the gold, but what are you going to do, right? Thank God we bought those Midases. We're going to go 350, roughly. This boss is not ideal because of our basic attack, but we should have a pretty good chance to make it through the fire boss. Oh, that was not so good. Continues to not be great. Okay, you got me? Fair enough. Why do I feel so slow right now? Probably because the boss is very fast. At least that hit. You know we're going to get an ult. To get hit once by the ult is not the end of the world. We're going to be in a terrible position for the final boss. Unless... no! Sick Arcana. Dude, the lack of a gap closer is doing a number on me, too. At least land that. That's the most important thing. No! Having to go through 2 ults was the kiss of death. We're going to have to play like 20 out of 10 to survive this one. See, that's sick. Okie dokie. I do not have high confidence that we're going to survive, but we have HP. Not much. We have a respawn. And we're going to get HP after we beat this section as well. So, like, if we perfect the first section, we might be okay. That was very dumb. I stood still. Took damage from something with, like, an incredible telegraph. I did it again. Thank God for our evade, or we'd be in even more terrible of a spot right now. Just be cool. Don't give up yet, just because it looks bad. You should probably also consider dodging. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but it's worked pretty well for me in the past. At least we got our HP back. Ulti coming. Okay, I start to get a little bit more confident about things. When you can use 2 signatures in quick succession like that. We got another one. Just pop it, dude. Why not? So we're basically a god of Wizard of Legend. We probably never should have won this one, and yet here we are. I gotta say thank you to the Sharks, dude. Were it not for the Sharks, much more afraid of where our run would have ended up leaving us. Congratulations, you have just completed a very great game. I have the insignia of legend. We got more Arcana. It never ends, dude. And I'm happy for it. It gives me an excuse to keep making more content. We got Mortal Coil. This might be the proudest I've been of a win. Yes, we had Chaos Arcana that were really good, but we got real low on HP, and we pulled it back. Like I said, it was embarrassing. But don't we feel prouder now that we've actually managed to accomplish it? I think so. Played pretty well against the second stage of the final boss, at least. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.